It's been quite a day. The great American eclipse. Millions of people had their eyes to the skies to see the total solar eclipse. We're talking 33 million folks from Texas to Maine who were in the path of totality. We were on air live for a couple hours today from noon until 2 o'clock to capture it all. The payoff, an eclipse that lasted about 4 minutes.
That is long considering the history of eclipse and the viewing time. And we won't see another one like it for another 20 years. We have teams positioned throughout Houston and along the path of totality, including Jason Miles. He is live in Killeen. Jason, you experienced complete darkness where you were in the middle of the day today at that. What was that like?
Yeah, it was very incredible, guys, I can tell you. And we were a bit skeptical because of the weather forecast here, and it's been cloudy most of the day here in Killeen. But when we needed those clouds to clear, they came through. Take a look and listen. That's the crowd here cheering at the moment the sun was at its maximum coverage, which was followed by the so-called diamond ring effect. Like in other areas along the path of totality, it got dark here before looking like sunrise just a few minutes later. There's a lot of science behind what happens during an eclipse, of course, but some visitors had a more spiritual outlook.
Look how God works. He makes it, he does that. That was amazing. He makes the sun and the moon shine at the same time.
Now, there were a number of eclipse chasers here in the crowd today, people who travel all over to see eclipses around the world. I'm told one group here in Killeen this weekend came from as far away as Germany. And we're lucky we only got some clouds today because a big eclipse festival in nearby Burnet, Texas was actually canceled suddenly this afternoon because of severe weather potentials over there. For now, reporting live from Killeen, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
Well, that is really something. Jason may have won the award for best location, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Great view, great group of folks, too. Now let's send it on over to Kim Castro, who is also in the path of totality in Uvalde. Kim is a meteorologist. How memorable was this experience for you?
Incredibly so. I mean, the initial focus, of course, was to see the moon cover the sun, getting the halo effect of the corona, what you would think of when you think of a total solar eclipse. So when we started to see these clouds thicken, all the questions came up of what, if anything, are we going to be able to get to see? Well, while the clouds obstructed one view, they completely enhanced another. Cloudy with not much to see, or so we thought, because as soon as the moon enveloped the sun, the view, the whole experience of light and bright 1 second to complete and utter darkness the next was unlike any other.
Just you feel like time was standing still for a minute, and starting on a new day, as soon as the light came back again, it just felt like, oh, all right, starting over again. It's lovely. Yeah.
I just felt really peaceful. Really felt wonderful, peaceful and just calm and in touch.
They really put it so beautifully. And my job is to describe what I'm witnessing, be able to communicate it to you, but there truly are certain experiences that leave you speechless, and this was definitely one of those experiences that really, really touched me. I mean, there's a reason why people that experience a total solar eclipse are hooked, and they'll go far and wide to chase the next one, guys.
Yeah, the people who hit the road, eclipse chasers, met so many of them today. Kim Castro reporting, thank you. Now, one of the best spots to learn about the solar eclipse was the Houston Museum of Natural Science. Families and students of all ages headed over there to learn the science behind the spectacle. Sherman Chow joins us live now. Hello, Sherman. You had quite the crowd as well, too.
Yeah, not bad. Now, officially, the museum closed a couple of moments ago, so right now it's pretty much just the moon and me here. But early in the day, my guesstimate were a couple of hundred people were here at the museum, and many of them, during the peak viewing time, stepped outside armed with those protective eyeglasses. They were thrilled to catch a look at that 94% of a totality we had here in Houston. We got solid looks at that crescent in the sky.
Energy was so different. It was really like you felt the crowd just really into you. We couldn't miss this historical moment, you know. I never witnessed something like this, so it's a unique time.
Patrick Leota there, by the way, flew in from Argentina yesterday for work, but also to catch the eclipse. And in a way, it was really a great save, if you will, considering we could have had rain during those peak viewing hours. We did not. Those clouds parting just a bit, giving us a stellar view, if you will, that will last us for decades. Guys?
For decades, because it's going to be a couple decades before the next one. Thank you, Sherman. Another hotspot for eclipse watching, the Houston Zoo. Adam Bennett sharing reactions from zoo visitors and the animals.
Seeing the eclipse at the Houston Zoo was thrilling for humans, but for many of the animals here, they acted like it was business as usual. After hours of overcast,
ran over here, got our glasses, and we got to see it.
Peter Mattinson and Madeline Rogers got to the Houston Zoo at 1:35, just as the sun came out.
It was like a crescent, and then everything else was black.
Peak time for peak visibility of the partial solar eclipse. Philip Clark shared this image with us.
It's almost a diamond ring!
He and his family live in England, but are in Houston visiting relatives.
Pretty good timing. I wish it was a little more clear, but we're catching glimpses.
The eclipse was perfect timing for 2-year-old Gianna's birthday.
It's iconic. It's crazy. We never really would have expected that.
And the 18th birthday of Andrew Novosad's daughter.
And her cousin's got the same birthday, so it's kind of cool. She's in Waco, but we decided we'll just come to the zoo and check it out.
As for the animals,
it's the most active I've seen any of the animals here, especially the big cats, in years.
The lion and the gorillas were more subdued. Other than some brief galloping when the sky briefly darkened, giraffes and ostriches were pretty chill too. And zoo officials say they'll take what they learned during this eclipse for the next one. Adam Bennett, KHOU 11 News.